Hey everybody, it's Monday. Happy Monday. I wanted to hop on here real quick. I had stopped posting before for a few days because I was in the thick of my symptoms, which my symptoms weren't actually all that bad. I did have 2 days where I spent the majority of the time just resting. The anxiety and depression gets to me from it peaks at ovulation, and then a week. This time it was more like a few days before my cycle started is when things started to go downhill. So it was better. But in my head, my thought process, I didn't want to post. I didn't want to jump on and say anything and cry and be vulnerable, because who wants to see that? Nobody wants to see that. No one cares. No one wants to listen. And then I started getting messages from people saying that they could really relate with what I was posting, and telling me that I have a lot of courage for doing what I'm doing, and that I'm really helping people. And I think I got 4 different messages. One was from someone I know personally, and the others were from just people I don't know, but people that are in the same process, the same thing I'm going through. So after going through those PTLS, those symptoms, and then coming out of it, because my cycle started and I came out of it, now I'm clear-headed again, and I'm like, remember, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for all of us. I'm doing this to spread awareness to everyone that this is a real thing that women are going through, and it's ruining their lives. Yeah, there is a part of it that is for me, because talking about it has helped me a lot, because I'm sure I've got like post-traumatic stress disorder from this, because that worry comes back, that those really dark times will take over and come back again. But that's another reason why I'm posting all of these. I do want to say that this is all about my PTLS, post-tubal ligation syndrome journey. It's just my experiences. I can't speak for anyone else and their symptoms or lack of symptoms. I can't speak for them. I can only speak for myself. These are all my opinions. There's no medical advice that I can give. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor. So I do want to say that, and I should say that on all my videos. This is my PTLS journey. I'm not giving out any medical advice. This is all my opinions, my story. But I hope that I can relate with other people and maybe find some symptom relief, which I'd like to set up my next video to be about symptoms and symptom relief, and that timeline, what that looks like, just because right now I feel like me again. I feel good. I can do things. Got a long list of things I want to do, and this is what happens. I have my symptoms, and it's just so consuming that I can't accomplish or do anything. And then they go away, and I don't want to sit down and do a video. I want to get things done. I want to clean my house. I want to make up for the last time I missed with my kids and with my husband. I want to go do things. I want to be a part of life, because I've missed so much of it. But that time is going to come again, and I need to be prepared. I've documented my symptoms. I've kept track of them. I know there's more that I can do for when those symptoms become bad again, such as like make ahead meals, so that my kids aren't eating fast food or just peanut butter and jelly, because I don't have the energy, or I just can't wrap my head around cooking. My cycle this time, when it started, I could tell it was going to start, which I'm always excited for. It started on time. It hasn't been bad. In the past, before my surgery, every cycle oh my gosh, I would have these huge clots that were like the size of my hand come out of me. And I'm like, what is that? Like, that's not right. What did I just birth? Like, what is that? I haven't had any of those. I've noticed 2 little like dime-sized clots. That's it. Usually, since my tubal ligation surgery, I'd be wearing a Super Plus tampon and a Super Plus pad and just soak through it. It's called flooding, where it's just, and it would take an hour, maybe 2 hours, and it would be 3 or 4 days of this just flooding up. I haven't had any of that. It feels like a normal period, like how a period or how a cycle should be. Yay! So that's so awesome. Very mild cramping. It just feels normal. So that's great. Some other great things is that you can see, like, I have skin color again. I'm not wearing any makeup. I got nothing on. This is me. This is my face. This is what I look like. But I have color. Like, my skin looks so much better. I don't look and feel like I'm deteriorating anymore. Because that's how I felt. I felt like I was deteriorating. My hair, right before my cycle started, I did have some clumping come out, and I was like, oh no, I'm losing my hair again. But that lasted like 2 days, and then so it's not coming out in clumps. Like when I would do this, it was usually just like handfuls, and there's none. Also, it's soft. It's not just like breaking like it was. Also, if you look, and you can, because the lighting, some of it's actually coming back through. Look, it doesn't look so bald. If you remember in like my first or second video, I mean, you could still see some, but it was just so thin. Like you could just see my scalp. So some of it's not breaking off, so it's growing through. I have got so many of these, like, so much. It's just great. It's awesome. It is great. I'm not being sarcastic there, because I'm a very sarcastic person, but I've got so much of it, and it's like all over my head, where it's just like coming through and it's not breaking off anymore. So I don't know if I'm going to cut it in like a pixie cut but I don't really have the head shape. I don't know what that would look like, or if I'm just going to keep it in a pony and, or just, flaunt my flyaways until they start like getting longer. Maybe I can have my hair back again. So that is so exciting, because I was going bald. So what else? Since I've had the reversal or the fimbrioplasty, I don't feel like this time my symptoms were so bad. I had 2 days where they were really bad. And then I had some spots where I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, and I've just had a whole pot of coffee, and that is not good for me. The day before my period started, and I know when it's going to start, because you start getting that crampy feeling, and I feel like I just get hit by a truck. Like, I am tired. I'm just like, what's it called? Mom, like a zombie, like, just going through the day. Just got to keep the children alive. That day, I know, I'm like, okay, she's here. She's showing up. Here she comes. And it's about a 24-hour period from when she starts that it's like, everything just goes away. And I'm like, oh, look, it's me again. I'm back. Where have I been? That other person, I don't know who that other person is. She is sad and depressed and angry and disorganized and just not me. Not me at all. I hate her. She come up with a name. I don't like her. But I'm back. So I have a lot to do. Like, my house is a mess. And, which is also hard, because I'm like, oh, my house is a mess, but I miss time with my kids, and I miss just being alive, and I just want to go do things and enjoy life before, these things come back, and I'm unable to. So that's hard to do. Some plans that I have is my abdominal muscles are just like shot. I've had 3 kids. I've got that diastasis recti. It's pretty bad. It makes my back hurt. Anytime I try to do anything with my abs, like if I have a handicapped son, so when he's having a meltdown, and he lost a tooth, he lost his first tooth. He did not like the feeling of that. He did not like it, and he had multiple meltdowns because of that tooth was coming out, and I can't find the tooth anywhere. But so there was a lot of just holding him. That pressure helps. He is like 52 pounds. He's now little. That's a lot of weight when your abdominal muscles they're just non-existent anymore. Like they've been torn, and I just had surgery. It's been a little more than 4 weeks now. And so that causes a lot of pain. Not in the moment, but hours later, I'm aching. So I really need, and I'm going to do some, what are those, diastasis recti, just try to work on those core muscles, because those are a mess. So yeah, I went over my anxiety. It wasn't so bad. It was still there, but it wasn't so bad. I've had it be so much worse. My cycle is better. My skin, my hair, you want to make up for lost time, because this has taken so much time for me. And then symptom strategies. I think I'm going to take, and I have permission, to take just other people's, like, just symptoms that I see, my symptoms, my strategies, and then find more strategies, and then set up like, okay, here's some strategies to use. Like right now, I'm gonna put together some meal planning ideas, or frozen meal plans, so that I have them to use, so that when that time comes, I can be prepared, and we can have something healthy to eat and not junk food. Because when I don't feel good anyways, I want junk food. I want just comfort food, which isn't really comforting. I just want to eat. And my youngest is awake and running around in his crib, so I've got to go get him. There's other symptoms, other strategies that I'd like to put together, and put a timeline of, okay, this happens at this time, I notice this, and here's what I can do, and here's what I can take, or what I already take to help with those symptoms. So yeah, if you have any ideas, anything, let me know. And that's all I got for today. I'll talk to you guys again in either a few days or a week, because I got to put this together and get it all ready. And yeah. Thanks. Bye.